Hey guys, we're back. So when I say the name Gordon Ryan, everybody knows who he is, right?
Fans are pumped up, so I'm excited.
But today we're going to talk about why is he the best? Why is he alone at the top?
Gordon Ryan!
What does he do to stay there and always be one step ahead of everybody else?
Dominant performance, but if we know Gordon Ryan, he wants to finish this. I think Gordon is on a mission. He wants to prove a point.
Let's find out. Heavy is the head that wears the crown.
54 victories in a row.
And Gordon Ryan's head carries a heavy one, sitting on the throne since the genesis of his career.
King Gordon!
The 5 times ADCC champion has remained undefeated for 6 consecutive years,
ADCC champion!
fighting the best of past, present, and upcoming warriors. No one, I mean no one, has been able to dethrone the king. This is because of the superpowers Gordon possesses.
All the things that I see, I believe, I'll achieve. That's it, I can execute if I'm driven, if I listen, if I learn.
Superpowers that placed him miles apart from everyone in his generation, making him the greatest nogi grappler of all time.
Gordon Ryan, the greatest grappler of all time? Nogi, yes. Nogi, yes. I would agree with you.
Before even reaching his prime, he is not the quickest or the strongest.
Nothing to write home about. In many ways, he would, if you took him through standardized athletic testing, he would actually be quite poor.
But he gets the job done every time.
Gordon Ryan submits Tim Spriggs.
What are these secret powers that make him different from his folks? What is the beast behind the men? Let's find out.
AKA the scissor takedown.
Out of all the BJJ athletes that have come out of Renzo Gracie Academy,
It was, if you were a black belt and you had 10 wins in a row, you were nothing. You were just a regular Joe. There were so many killers.
Danaher Death Squad, and the New Wave Jiu-Jitsu, Gordon Ryan stands tall above everyone in accomplishment, championship medal, and skill. And this is because there are 5 elements to his game that no one has been able to master individually like he has. Alright guys, my name is Kevin. I'm the owner of MMA BJJ Champ Channel. Listen, I think you guys know that I've partnered up with X Marshall recently. In my opinion, I think that they have the best gear in the business. Their rash guard and their shorts, everything related to BJJ is insane. Look at this, look at this. So we got the shorts right here. Beautiful design, quality is very nice, breathable. Look at the elastic at the waist, love it. We got the rash guard. Once again, great idea, front and back. Also, the one I'm wearing right now. They have a massive selection online, right? And if you can't find what you want, they also do custom designs. Okay, this is such a great idea. So you design what you want, send it to them, and they make it for you, right? You're only limited by your imagination, okay? Anything you want. Use the link in the description in the video on the bottom, and you can save 10%. That's good, right? All right, let's get back to the video. One of the easiest ways Gordon Ryan was able to quickly rise to the top was how exceptional he was at absorbing every move made on the mat. A brilliant man himself, John Danaher, Gordon Ryan's main coach, is always amazed at how retentive Gordon's memory is.
The direction and I'm looking at, I can't remember a goddamn thing.
It has attested to the fact that Gordon sometimes goes as far as asking about a technique he showed him years prior. This element is seen in the King's grappling game. It's one thing to learn a technique. It's a different thing to recall
Hours or so going over all the options from Jujikatame, armbar position.
every step and intricacies leading to setting up the technique. Learning and mastering BJJ takes years and years of practice, and only the fast learners quickly rise to the podium. It is also obvious how good his recollecting power is, and how he is able to analyze and break down his opponent's game.
I knew that he wasn't going to really clear Kalataj too effectively. standing position, I would beat him pretty easily and get on top.
This gives him extra confidence when he has done his homework on his opponent, knowing every layer of his game, weakness and strength, then using his own technique to counteract what his opponent brings to the table. With a mind like his, Gordon Ryan doesn't leave any stone unturned in training. He makes sure that his technique is crisp and sharp to the T, even though some of the techniques he uses are basic and some of his opponents know what he's going to do. Most are still unable to stop his attack. This is because his attacks are covered in layers and layers of technique. The lower body movement and grips all play a role when he sets up his attack. Gordon's zero tolerance for imperfection is what pushes him every day on the mat. One technique Gordon is known for is one of the hardest to do in BJJ.
Maybe I don't get swept, maybe I don't get submitted, but passing you is another thing.
This is his ability to pass the guard effortlessly. Like a sizzling knife through butter, the 4-time EBI champion takes no prisoners when it comes to guard passes.
Like when I watch him pass, I'm amazed.
And no one defense is strong enough to keep him off him. Even though guard passing can be physically draining, Gordon has a gas tank for days. And Gordon's cardio is one of his biggest tools for winning, taking opponents into deep waters, making them tire out and begin to question themselves before he finally put them out of their misery and made them tap. It's one thing to have a game plan going into a fight.
Jason Flynn is done.
It's another thing to be able to initiate that plan. And this is because the atmosphere, the pressure, and the opponent can drift you off the perfect plan you and your team have ostracized to get the W. And this, again, is where Gordon strives so successfully, even going as far as to flex on it. In his last fight of 2023, the reigning Who's Number 1 champion wrote down how he would submit his opponent, Patrick Gaudio, by armbar. And as written, he did exactly that and released the instructionals on the proper way armbar should be done. Showboating at the highest level. No opponent is good enough for Gordon not to pull the trigger on.
Immediately gets the tap. 11 seconds for Gordon Ryan.
He is never gun shy, always gun blazing, and takes advantage of the tiniest slip up of his opponents. This leads us to his third superpower. Gordon is a greedy fighter. Not greedy in his spending, that's for sure. But in capitalizing on his opponent's weakness, the king does this for fun.
Trying to get Galvao to his back.
When it comes to elite competition, there is very little room for mistakes. And as the perfectionist that Gordon is, he preys on these mistakes.
Oh, let me get a good enough outcome. It's like I want the maximal outcome.
Turning a glimpse into a window of opportunity, look for the finish. This
try to rather quickly
is what Gordon did when he competed against Andre Galvao in the ADCC 2022 Super Fight Finals.
This is Andre Galvao versus Gordon Ryan.
He used his guard passing prowess to expose the back of Galvao.
Gordon, though, has connected the body lock.
And slowly peeling away every layer of defense of the 6-time ADCC World Champion until Gordon Ryan finally submitted him.
Mission Gordon Ryan.
There is absolutely nothing wrong with being greedy,
The mantra that we always have in training, if you can see the back, you can take the back.
as what separates the best from the rest is their greed. Before Gordon takes his opponent to deep waters, he gets there himself in the training room. Many people love the attacking threats Gordon brings to the mat and how he is able to wear out his opponent and submit them. All these underrates how defensively sound the 5-time IBJJF Nogi champion is.
This is a big tap.
Vinicius Ferreira
Big trouble.
taps.
Even his record speaks volumes about this. With only one loss by submission in 163 fights, this is because Gordon Ryan doesn't take shortcuts when preparing to defend his crown.
Unless he's got an ankle lock that he feels really comfortable with.
He put himself in the worst case scenarios.
And within 30 seconds, I could turn it around on him and win this match.
The deepest of heel hooks, the strongest of arm bars, the meanest of rear naked chokes, all in the bid to use his problem-solving abilities
with things and go back and forth, and he's just a natural problem solver.
To see how he would be able to swim out of those deep waters. All these 5 elements of his game make him exude confidence when he walks to the mat.
He's confident. The reason why most people lack confidence is because they fear bad outcome.
Always calm, patient, and systematic in dishing out what he sets out to do. We may not see Gordon Ryan compete this year, as he has withdrawn from every competition other than ADCC, which every fan of the sport will hope he will be able to make, as the Olympics of BJJ won't be the same without the most influential BJJ athlete of this generation. Thanks for watching.